Hello
Hey there, how are you?
there. I'm good, thank you. What about you?
I'm good, thank you. So before starting, I just wanted to let you know that, yeah, class is being recorded and translated into YouTube, okay?
Okay.
Uh-huh. Okay, so before we start, do you have any questions for me about anything?
No.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then it means that we will have the last reading class, okay? And after that, we will completely go to the writing section and we will discuss mostly writing test one, okay?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So now, okay, as we've covered in the previous reading classes, we know that we have to have certain strategies and we have to know what types of questions we will encounter, right, during the IELTS exam. And what we are going to do today is to practice several question types, what we didn't do yet. Okay, but we're not going to we're not going to practice all the question types, but several of them that are considered as one of the most difficult. But just for now, let me go through every single one of them again to come to make it more clear and also give some tips on each of them.
Okay.
Okay. So first one is multiple choice, right? Multiple choice, it's obvious. We know what we have here. So here again, like A, B, C, D, the options, and we have the question. But even though multiple choice seems like it's common, and it's not that you never had multiple choice, right? Like it's the I don't know, fundamental part of tests. That's why like it is common, omnipresent. However, exactly for reading, they are especially challenging. They can be, okay? So, because multiple choice in reading can cover general and also local questions. For example, general, meaning that the questions can refer to the whole text, and also local, referring to some facts. However, they can also be confusing sometimes. That is why it should be like we will work with it today. We will also practice it and we will know how to deal with them. But mostly this is to understand what you are asked for, to highlight keywords, and then to be able to scan the text properly in order to locate information, and then can like to cross out all the options that you don't need, and then also of course choose the most appropriate one, right? Okay. And identifying information. So identifying information is actually true, false, not given question. And it is called identifying information because, well, basically what we have in true, false, not given is that we have several statements and we have to identify, is it true, false, or not given? And how we do it based on the text itself. And well, how it works is that we read statements again, and of course, obviously, and we highlight the keywords. We try to find their synonyms most of the time in the text, and we compare to facts or just like to information. We compare them between each other, and when we have to see like if they match, then it's true. If they don't match, and actually if they contradict each other, then it's false. But if there's nothing about this statement in the text, or there is some information, but it's not enough to make such kind of a statement, which can be also confusing, is not given. And problem with not given is that sometimes we try to interpret the text. Okay, for example, from speaking from my personal experience, I had this mindset that if it is mentioned in the text, then it's not given. But there were several cases that, for example, statements given and the statement, like the subject that is stated in the statement, is also mentioned in the text. But this kind of like special information is not in the text. But what I did was I tried to, like interpret this information, understand, for example, oh, then if they say that this, like they do this, then it is like, yeah, like maybe they're referring that it is like true or this is false. Like, I tried to interpret. But one more thing is that most of the time you shouldn't interpret because
Yeah.
actually, yeah, answer is yeah.
I always take these questions way too seriously because this type of confusion when you're like answering true, false, not given. There is like between the choice between the false and not given. From on the one hand, you have this information like it's maybe slightly described in the passage, but then you have whole another statement in the uh, task itself.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of contradicts to both views, and you're like thinking, what should I mention? And yeah, there is a huge misunderstanding in here. So I'm really
Yes.
practice these questions.
Yes, exactly. So, like, yeah, this is the problem here. So, most of the time, we people like to think, right? And especially to overthink. That's why we kind of try to analyze everything, every single word, and then try to come up with some kind of a conclusion. But it may not be the case. So, yeah. And also, we have the practice of this too. So, for example, here, oops, yeah, true, false, not given, we have this too. And also we will go through what kind of skills, what kind of tips we can have, but I will leave it for later. And now going further. So identifying writer's view. Well, this is one of the like kind of most confused, I would say, um, question types again. Oh, also, but identifying writer's view is yes, no, not given. So we have true, false, not given, yes, false, not given. And yeah, like I mentioned that most of the times candidates like really confuse them between each other. And for example, just they make the most basic mistake by, for example, writing yes when you should write true, or vice versa. When you should write true, they write yes. Okay, so and this is the like huge mistake because like even though you wrote true and it should be yes, it will be a mistake. Okay, because like this is actually completely different question type. And about the principle of how these questions work. So identifying writer's view is the especially, you see, writer's view. While true, false, not given questions, how we call them, are about information, about some fact, or some like case that is described in the text. Writer's view is something that is not like specifically written there. Like, I think no. So this is mostly what the author like suggests, what he uses to like improve his argument and why probably he like refers to something. So like this is basically writer's view. And here, if in identifying information, like so if in true, false, and given questions, you can just come to the text, locate the information, and just compare them. Here, it may not be the case because here, writer's view, as I said before, is not that prominent. And that's why you have to be able to understand. Like, for example, if this is a statement and if this is the text, then probably somewhere here, writer's view is hidden. Like, would it like match? Would it like really agree? Will these two ideas come to the same point? Like you have to think a bit more here. But it's like if you understand the argument, if you understand the text itself, then it's not gonna be a problem. Okay? Yes, no, not given. Okay. And next, matching information. So here, basically, like some kind of information will be given, and we will be probably matching them to the paragraphs on, for example, which paragraph contains this information, or like similar tasks. Okay, and basically here, um, as we've discussed your strategy, for example, you said that you take notes, right? And if you take notes, then you know what kind of information is there in this paragraph. So, like with your strategy, especially, this task should be easy. Okay. And going forward, matching headings. So, I think you know that, but this is also one of the like most challenging questions because,
Yeah.
even though, for example, we know that some paragraphs have some specific information, matching headings can be like really difficult sometimes because, well, first of all, they use really difficult words. Sometimes they like we don't like headings can be obscure and paragraph can be like clear, precise, but still like they are relate to each other, but the connection is not that clear. Or it can be vice versa. For example, the topic can be too specific and like it may kind of confuse us. But like we have to learn how to deal with that. And well, this is exactly what we're gonna do today too, because like we have matching headings too. Okay, and matching features. Well, this is not as difficult as matching headings, but still it can be also challenging. However, matching features is mostly like it's not the heading, it's not that you have to name the paragraph. It is like matching information most of the time. So this is also, but here maybe, for example, or matching information, like they are really similar. For example, it can be like there are some scientists included or mentioned in the text, and for example, their ideas will be given to you. Maybe Neuer thinks that the social psychology is the field that, like, I don't know. And then they say, um, I don't know, like, yes, Smith says this. And you have the ideas, you have the scientists, and you have to like match, okay? And well, actually, but this is easy because you know
Maybe
where to look for. Yeah, like, yeah, it's like more
maybe
precise.
the authors
Mm-hmm.
and what they are saying, they're like words, so you need to match them.
Exactly. And like here, it can be a bit easier because, like, well, we can come back to the text and see, right? Like, what does author say, and try to like understand which of the option like is most appropriate for this. And this is how we deal with matching features. Matching sentence endings. Well, this is basically the easiest question type, I'd say, because there is a beginning of the sentence, and also this is not that popular question type. So it means that you may or you may not meet this question type. But so if you meet them, it will be like you're given the like several, maybe 4 or 5 sentences. And it is the beginning, and you have to like there are also ABCDE, and there are the like endings of the sentences. And basically, so what we have to do is match again. Okay, so like if this is the start, this is the end. And well, they are actually really easy because you know, right? One sentence contains the same idea. So yeah, you will be able to like do the math here. Okay, and sentence completion. Well, this is actually really easy question type, but what I have to highlight here is that sometimes here you have to apply some grammar rules. And why, for example, let's say, like yeah, like for example, let's say we have a like word versus and then here like blank space and then words. But if the if it's in the sentence maybe like fly, like to fly, let's say, yeah, it's given as a verb, maybe here you should write it as a gerund. Okay, for example, like flying. So
Is it the
sometimes,
sentence completion?
yes, this is sentence completion, but it's not like that common for sentence completion to require you to change the like not to change verb to noun or something like that, but it may happen. That's why you should be ready, okay? But most of the time, words are the same as in text, but like you have to be aware. Okay, and so last three are here. So first is summary, notes, table, flowchart completion. And this is actually also easy. And it like they don't appear to any kind of text. They have, for example, there are specific passages where, let's say, you have some kind of a process, maybe like it starts like this and then it goes to this. Here it is produced like that, and or like, okay, so we have a process. And what we do here is, for example, we have a flow chart and we just label parts. Or summary, it's like sentence completion, but like it's given as a paragraph. And here you have to like write the same words that are in the text to this paragraph. Mhm. And summary, why summary? It's that it's not just summary of one paragraph. It can cover a whole passage, which means that it will be just like, I don't know, 5 sentences, but maybe first sentence is from the first paragraph, second is second paragraph. So like it will cover whole passage. That's why you have to be able to locate information easily and quickly by knowing like where this information is probably contained probably. And yeah, so this is summary, note table. This is like, yeah, this is also like there will be some kind of repetitive information and you will just like look at them and then copy them. Um, just identify the missing ones, just write them down. Diagram label completion is actually the same. So we have some kind of a diagram, maybe it's, I don't know, like the body structure of some fly, or like maybe it's some scientific thing, scientific diagram, and you have to just name the parts. Okay, so for example, let's say we have, yeah, the body structure of a fly, and we know, and we have to like, it's not of course that easy as like, I don't know, arms or just like wings. No, it will be, of course, more difficult than that, but still, you will know, okay? And last question time is short answer questions. Okay, so short answer questions is, well, you just give short answers to these questions as like in a, let's say 2 words, 3 words maximum. It will be questions like, so which instrument does Michael play? Like, yeah, of course, this one was like really easy question, but this is just the structure. Okay, so like how it works, what you.
Can I ask?
Mhm.
For example, the answer you asked, what instrument does the mark play? So if I will write piano, just piano, and there is a prefix a piano or the piano, it will be wrong to write just piano.
Mhm. So, well, in reading, it's not that difficult because in reading, when like you see it, right? Like you see how it is written in the text, and in the text, most of the time it has article before this. So like it's already like like written the piano,
Yeah,
a piano. So you
the
just
answer
have
is
to.
in the
Mhm.
yeah the text. Okay.
But like what you have to be careful about here is the number of words as usual. So maybe like if it says one word only, then you just write piano. But if it says like two words, then you can write a piano, the piano. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, but really, I don't remember. But maybe as our previous writing lesson went, maybe I would catch you later,
Mm-hmm.
just looking at the examples, maybe, because right now I don't really um can remember something from my experience.
Okay, okay, sure. Well, then now okay, so before that, do you have any questions about question types?
Not really. I will ask if there
Have
will
them?
be the questions. Yeah, I will ask.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and now, like, just the discussion of your home task, which was to practice like two of the strategies. So have you done that? And like, do you know what strategy are you going to use during your exam reading section?
I really um I really like maybe. Yeah, I prefer two tactics when I'm reading something. Uh, rather it is IELTS or SAT,
Mm-hmm.
or another like English written book or something on English. In English, I mean, yeah. I really prefer like maybe just firstly looking at the questions themselves, like understanding
Mm-hmm.
what they're asking for, like the um, not not the detailed reading, not the word to word, but just maybe skimming through the questions um, to understand what you are asked for. So yes, this one. And when I looking through the questions, I return to my um, passage and then I read it fully. It takes
Mm-hmm.
time to understand the whole passage. Yeah, it takes times. It take time.
It takes time.
So yeah, so yeah. Um, this is my tactic, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. And also, you said that you take notes, right?
Kind of, kind of.
Uh-huh.
If the passage is very big, very like hard for me,
Mm-hmm.
maybe vocabulary is too tough. I'd really prefer to note something like maybe paragraphs, maybe keywords, maybe just the names or some mm, turning points or like contrasting
Mm-hmm.
words. So yes.
Okay, so then you kind of came up with your own strategy by adding the second strategy to the fourth, right? Like,
Yeah, it's
kind
like
of,
the
yeah.
combination of the whole of the three strategies, I guess. Yes.
Mhm. Yeah, actually, that's a very good strategy. And if this works for you, like, this is like really good news that you know how to deal with passages. Okay, and I'm really glad to hear that. So now then, let's go to practicing some of the question types. Okay, so first one is multiple choice. And now let's just go through this, like, okay, more like let's look at this more detailed explanation and tips. Okay, so task is like, of course, we know what the task is about multiple choice, right?
My God.
Mm-hmm.
Before you start, can I just interrupt you?
Sure.
Will you explain all the question types?
Right now, I will explain only three of them because I want you to like practice
Okay,
them.
yeah,
Yeah.
practice. Okay, yeah,
But
that's
do
good.
you have like questions about any other like question type?
No,
Because
I thought about like you started from the first one. I thought about that you would.
no, no,
Um,
no. There are like only three types, and we will like really consider them because these are the like most difficult ones. But I think I've explained here, right? What?
Okay.
everyone, every single one as well. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's okay.
So just let's go through this quickly because we have practices, small practices. Okay, so here, of course, we know that we have to choose the correct answer among three or four possible options. Yeah, okay. And now, well, what skills we need is scanning for specific information. So we know, right? We know what kind of question there is, what kind of like keywords are there. We have to know this, and we also have to know their synonyms so that we come back to the text and we try to locate information. For this, we need to use scanning. But we work through this, right? Scanning we know, so it shouldn't be a problem. And also understanding information in the passage. Yeah, of course, passages are huge. There are so many paragraphs, and sometimes there can be like several ideas, but we have to be able to understand them in order to know how to answer to the multiple choice to choose the correct answer. And yeah, but well, this skill is mostly comes like it usually comes from the practice, but like now I think we will get to the point. So tips here are that first, paraphrase information in the question and options. So paraphrase, well, it's not paraphrase, but first of all, highlight keywords. Mhm. So maybe like this is instruments, and maybe it will be like, I don't know, musical instruments or music something. So like you have to know the synonyms. Yeah.
It's like
eh,
the
mhm.
SAT typical uh, tips on the understanding the question.
Ah, yes. Yeah, exactly. So, well, actually, this our like reading most of the time follows the similar logic. So yeah, like they can be kind of similar. Yeah. And so again, it's keywords. You have to scan. You have to find it in the text, and you will just answers come in order. Also, you have to know this, right? Because like, yeah, just not like SAT, not like in SAT. This part is easier than SAT. So yeah, they come in order. We look at them and we use like, well, no, not we use. We choose among A, B, C, or D. Mhm. And now, if you don't have any questions, and also don't forget to read.
Before
Uh-huh.
before we go to this practice test, can I ask some questions though?
Yeah,
So,
sure.
answers come in order. Is it mean like, um, for example, the first question is something in the first, I don't know, 20 sentences, 20 lines, and the
Mm-hmm.
second question will definitely be after this 20
Mm-hmm.
sentences, or
Yes, yes,
is
it's
it?
exactly, yeah. What does it mean? So yeah, like
Mm,
questions will be in order, maybe like, yeah, exactly how in text. So here you won't get confused by maybe first question is about conclusion, second one is about introduction. No, like it will come in order. Okay. How go like
okay, so
exactly the way that the text goes.
mhm, mhm. Question follow the structure of the passage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so the question, second question is that um, if I really know the answer, like mm, there is a too simple question, and I really know it for sure,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um, but I want to. I don't want to like search it in the passage because
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure about this one. So is it okay? Is it not okay? Because it is time consuming to find the right answers. So, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, first thing that I want to tell is that sometimes our memory can play fool of us. So it means that like you think that you're sure, like that's no way that it can be the other way. So I know that this is D, but even then, sometimes you might be wrong. I mean, I think you've had some. scenarios like this, some examples from your life, even, right? When you think that, like, yes, I'm gonna argue with you, I'm gonna even do a bet that I'm sure, and then turns out that you were wrong. So, like, as we're humans,
Yeah.
we, like, yes, of course, I'm not saying that all the time it's gonna be wrong, because sometimes, yes, because you, after you read, you will know probably like what's going, and sometimes that some questions are like really obvious. In that case, I will just recommend to like circle this answer in multiple choice, for example, but still try to make sure, okay, try to just like, I don't know, make sure that this is the right
Justify
answer.
your answer.
Mhm. Yeah, and
Yeah.
like, yeah, a time is limited, I know, but still, to double check means that you will be sure about your answers. And right? When you are not sure about your answers, you'll be like, oh my gosh, what if I made the mistake? What if I. No, let's avoid this stress. Mhm. Just make sure
Okay.
everything should be rational. Yeah, okay. And do you have any more questions?
No.
Mhm. Okay, then I'm opening the practice. But no, it's not that I'm opening. I will send this its link to you, okay?
Okay. It will be convenient if you would again spend it or
Telegram. Mm-hmm.
send it in the Telegram.
Okay, I sent it in a Telegram then. So you have now, uh, let's say 15 minutes, okay, but not more than that. Is it okay?
Uh, First I need to check the the message itself.
Well, passage is not that big. Like it has four, like quite big, let's say, paragraphs and four questions.
Yeah, I guess it is like reading IELTS. Is it? It is the main passage, like one of the passages, or
Yeah,
it
it
is
is
not
one
fully.
of the passages, but like it's not that full passage. It's like some
Ah,
extraction. Mhm.
okay. So yes, I guess
Mhm.
maybe even less.
Okay,
10 minutes
yeah.
would be okay.
I will. Okay, then let's say 10 minutes. But as soon as you finish, just let me know. Okay.
Okay.
Then we will check together. Okay, so exactly 10 minutes. Good luck.
I'm done. I guess.
Okay, so what are your answers then?
ACCB.
A, C, C, B. Okay, so here the writer suggests that companies could consider increasing pay for older workers. Uh-huh. Now let's check. A, C, C, B, you said, right? So like third one is wrong.
I could
Yeah.
debate.
Okay. So now, first, let's just look. What like D, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. No, not this. Yeah. Okay. So, according to the writer, bridge jobs originated in the United States. Okay, that's your answer. And appeal to distinct groups of older workers. So you said that you can debate why it is C.
Well, as I do on the SAT questions, I would eliminate those ones who are not appropriate here. Let's go. A1
Mm-hmm.
is not. There is nothing about middle salary ranges. B1 is not because they are not better paid. They are
Uh-huh.
um, better in the meaning of the, like life for the seniors. It's like
Mm-hmm.
um, better for them to work on the bridge jobs rather than the full-time jobs. So it is not the answer. Um, C originated in the United States. Well, look at the paragraph 3.
Mm-hmm.
Studies have found that in the United States, nearly half of men and women who had been in full-time jobs in middle age moved into such bridge jobs at the end of their working lives. So I guess it is not originated, but it is like saying about the United States. Maybe I did some inferences, but um, I choose between C and D. I do not think that there is distinction of older workers. Like
Mm-hmm.
there is nothing about this one in the paragraph. Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, okay. So now, as you've said yourself, maybe it is not originated in United States, right? You said. And the question exactly gives you originated in the United States. And even though it says that, for example, United States kind of shows like a big figure for this, right? Nearly
It
half
is not
of all
originated.
men and women, yeah, like it is not still originated there. And like,
But I
mhm,
I don't think that answer is D, so I choose C as most appropriate one.
look,
Can you explain the D one?
uh-huh. So like appeal to distinct groups of older workers. Well, older, it's not only like really old people. Older means after the middle age. And first one here is that look, nearly half of all men and women who had been in full-time jobs in middle age, you see, had been in full-time jobs in middle age. So it says like they when they were in their middle age, they were in full-time, but now they moved to the bridge jobs. You see?
Nearly half of all men and women who had been
Mm-hmm.
in full-time jobs in
In
middle
middle
age
age.
moved into such brief jobs at the end of their working lives.
So, but
Appeal
even
to
the,
distinct
uh-huh.
groups of older workers.
And also, yeah, okay, appeal, this part will be here. So there seem to be two very different types of bridge job holder. And here, for example, those who continue working because they want to, even though they could afford to retire. And this, like, they want to, is exactly the appeal part. You see, like this,
Mm,
actually, they are the synonyms. So appeal to, want to, yeah. So yeah, and
they
also here,
want to
like,
distinct. like bridge jobs want to distinct groups of older workers. I thought about older workers as the elder ones. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
that is my mistake, but
Yeah,
mm,
maybe, but like older, it can be, yeah, of course, like it can be people who like should already retire, but also an older, it just means like you're not like they're not just young, and that's it. And after like 30 or 40 years, they can go to older group because like it's not, specified as elderly people or people who should retire. So if there's no like specific um limit, age limit, then like yeah, you shouldn't just like limit it, yeah, narrow down.
yeah, I debated like I choose between C and D. C1 is the most like
Mm-hmm.
common, simple one, and I thought about it is too simple. It cannot be the answer. So, but I was worried about D because, in my opinion, I thought about older workers as the ones who are already like 60, 55,
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. So we're kind of, you know, the
Yeah,
situation when you need to like, choose.
yes, I
Yeah,
understand, like when you are with like when you're left with 50-50, like two options, it's really difficult. But
yeah.
so like yeah, it's just, you know, you knew, right, that it's not about being originated. So that's why you should have like, but you kind of what, so you kind of had emotional attachment to this option, I would even say. You see, so like you want, like you have to be like cold blooded here. So originated, is it originated? No, it's not. Even though lots of people are there like who does this, still it's not originated because, okay, so like you
Okay.
have to be like really rational, cold blooded.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay, so this is multiple choice. Do you have any question with the like structure or some, yeah, do you have anything to ask?
Nope.
Okay, then we go to the next one, which is true, false, not given. And we are running a bit late of time, like we're just kind of, but so just I will go through quickly. So what kind of skills here you have? Identifying specific information in the passage. It means like you have to know that you have to find this fact in this passage. Scanning and understanding information. Yeah, well, scanning, understanding, it was the same in the multiple choice, so I think you understand this. Understanding the opinions of the writer. Yeah, so like I added this for you not to get like again confused, okay? Because we're not going to practice yes, no, not given, but here you have to know. So like scanning, understanding information, and understanding the opinions. But here exactly for true, false, not given, you don't need this. But yes, no, not given, you need opinion. Okay, so like this is the difference. And tips. Understand the meaning of each answer. Answer here is the like statement actually, okay, not the answer. But like you have a statement, you have to know what it's saying, okay, what it's leading to. And also here you should also be kind of cold-blooded. You have to be rational. It mentions these words, then it's about this, because sometimes it can be that in the passage there are like similar but a bit still different statements, so you should really be like focused and concentrated and cold-blooded here. Okay, yes, true, we are, yes, the same information is found, we know this. Paraphrase the statements before trying to locate the answers. Don't paraphrase, but know the synonyms. Okay, know the synonyms of the keywords. And answers come in order. Actually, it's not only this question types. In IELTS, everything comes in order. Everything. In listening, in reading. Like, okay, so everything comes in order. So just keep that in mind. Okay. And now, are we ready or do you have questions?
No, let's go.
Okay. So should I send it also to your Telegram?
Yep.
Okay. One moment. Yeah. Okay. No. Mhm. Okay, I sent this. And also, this is actually really fast, you know, as you can see, that passage is like really short, but like I will give you like 7 minutes, but still, as soon as you finish, just let me know, okay? Good luck.
I am ready.
Okay, that's good. Then now I will open the answers. So here, what are your answers?
False, false, true, not given, false. Only the second one is incorrect.
Okay, that's actually really good. And well, so now let's compare why this is, you said false and this is true, because they're kind of opposite. But still, okay, so let me just open link again. Okay, so second one, not first one. First, just can you tell me why did you think that it is false?
Um, okay, I will read the sentences from the passage.
Okay.
Um, at least with many daydreams, we know that we imagine is unlikely to happen. At least if it does happen, it probably will not do so in the way that we wanted it to. However,
Mm-hmm.
some daydreams are about things that are likely to happen. Like, wait.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, however, some daydreams are about things that are likely to happen.
Mm-hmm.
With these, our daydreams often help us to work out what we want to do or how to do it to get the best results. Um, so We're given not all daydreams come true.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yes.
oh yes, that's the right answer. Yeah.
Okay, so I think you just got confused, right? Because like now you got it.
Yeah.
So what exactly confused you?
I firstly thought about like um the part of the sentence is not all confused me a lot. Like I thought about some daydreams come true. Not all and some are like a different meanings. So I get confused. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah. But now you understand, yeah, right? So because it seems like I don't need to explain here. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's good. Thank you. Well, actually, I would say then you will get the whole point because, well, you still had 1 minute, and if I think you were just also just too quick, you wanted to like do it really fast, but if you look through again, I think you would change it to the right one. So, but still, here you just have to be like, attentive and not all and some. It's actually like it's the same. So, no, not this. It's not the same, but in this context, it is the same. So you just have to be careful, okay?
Yeah, I think I just wanted to do it as fast as I can. I
Mhm.
didn't check this one, but as soon as I said like I'm ready, I knew it was wrong or something like that because uh, I have I had a thought about maybe I could check it twice. Maybe it is wrong because I only this question is like I firstly wrote it down and then I
Mhm.
cross out and then
Mhm.
I again wrote false. So
Yeah,
yes, I
okay.
got a little bit confused.
hmm Well, so like, yeah, just make sure that you double check. Okay, just come back to your answers. Still double check because again, like as I said in the middle of the class, we are humans, right? We make mistakes. So, like, of course, you have to trust yourself, but sometimes don't trust too much your mind. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Well, so then, true false not given. I think you have no questions, but if you have asked, and last,
Mm,
uh-huh.
no, I don't have.
Oh, okay, cool. Then last one is matching headings question. Okay, so
Oh God, really?
yeah, and also here, well, the practice test is also a bit big. So yeah, but still, you have to work on this one because like from your reaction, I could say, right, like this is really difficult, this is really tough.
This
So we'll
one
have
is
to.
too tough for me.
Yeah, for me too. It was like it was the most difficult, yeah, part of the IELTS. So, but still, we gotta do what we gotta do. Okay. And here, so skills. Well, first skill here, I would say is, yeah, understanding the aim of a section, but it's a bit of a blur one. But to get the matching heading questions right, first you have to be concentrated all the time because, yeah, well, sometimes we do this thing when we read the paragraph, but still we kind of miss out some things. We just like focus on some sentences, but not on others. But if you want to get this right, you have to be concentrated as much as you can. And yeah, understanding the same aim of a section. Well, this is, I think, easy. It's like we have to name the paragraph. And like for this, there are paragraphs. We have to like know which one. And for this, we have to know what is the main idea of the paragraph. Identifying the difference between a main idea and supporting points. Yeah, exactly. So this is the one that I've like already talked about. Understanding aims of paragraphs and sections. So yeah, here always try to ask why this argument, why they told this, why they used this sentence, why exactly this example. And if you ask why, but only matching headings, please, because in others you will end up just overthinking and like over analyzing. That's why you will get confused. Yeah, but only in matching heading questions. Okay, so here ask why. Okay, but still don't get. I mean, it is like really delicate thing. So yeah, this is again. Let's say understanding general content of paragraphs or sections. Well, so we have general content, we have main idea, and these are two things that you have to look for. Pretty much that's it. And tips. So read the headings before you read the passage. Yeah, this is actually a good one, but you already like you read the passages first, right? So, oh no, I mean read the questions first. So that's why that's good for you because it's really, even though some people are keen on reading the passage first, here, like reading the headings first will be better because, like, yeah, like if you know what kind of passage or what kind of headings are there, sometimes will like some things will just build up in your mind. Okay, there are often more headings than you need. Uh-huh. So that's why we should be able to eliminate, even though it is really difficult, eliminate the ones that are extra. Analyze the headings before trying to match them to sections or paragraphs. Yeah, analyze the headings. It's the why thing that I've talked about, right? So why this paragraph, why this sentence, why this word, why this argument. And answer are often numerals. Read instructions carefully to check. Yeah, if it is like Greek numerals like this, for example, and you write like 4 as in our ordinary numerals, then it's going to be wrong. So that's why use this. Okay. Answers do not come in order. Oh yeah, actually, matching headings is only like is the not only matching headings, matching information, matching features. So these are the exceptions from the rule that everything comes in order. Okay, so like here, well, obviously the answers and questions don't come in order. Okay, so any questions about the theoretical part of matching headings?
Not really.
Then we are opening the last practice test. And well, look, so here we have 4 paragraphs, but actually we have more, but you have to name 4 of them. Yeah, no, we have to name 5 of them because yeah, fifth is done, 6 is done, which is fifth in the like order. So we have to read through them, and as you can see, this is the like real passage from the IELTS, and this is the recent test. That's why you will get exactly 20 minutes, okay? And don't rush. You will have 20 minutes, okay? And then we will check, and this will be the end of the class, okay? So I'm sending it to you. I have sent it. Open it and start right away, okay? Good luck.
I am ready.
Okay, so what is your answer, then?
5, 2, 3, 4, 9.
5, 2, 3, 4, 9. Okay, so let's discuss it. Five. Okay, governance and management of the environment. For A, it goes, but the answer says that yeah, first one is right. Okay, then there's no need to go like discuss this one, right?
Yep.
Okay. Second one is 7, but you said this is 2?
2.
The environmental impact of modern farming, but this is farming and food output. Okay. Earth surface, I understand. Planet plenty area. Okay. Yeah, so I understand why you said environmental impact, yeah, of modern farming. But look, yes, of course. So here the problem is with identification of the main idea. Because here it says, of course, like Earth surface, planet's land area, and also here, for example, cultivation. But the aim of this paragraph is to talk about the food output, right? For example, like food output per head was rising by 4%. And yeah, it also like increases in yields. And here, higher yields have been achieved by increase. So like you have to here distinguish between the main idea and also like the supporting idea. Okay, so like this is yeah where you have what?
I kind of think that, ну, типа, в основном почти весь параграф о том, что, ну, вот, environmental effects. И только там одно предложение, которое говорит, что world food output increased, risen. Я подумал, ну тут есть, окей, world food output, но это разве главная тема? Разве тут не говорится больше о том, что фарминг занимает очень огромную площадь земли? И то, что эта пропорция растет постоянно. Потом, что еще написано? Irrigation, better crop breeding, dowling, pesticides, chemical fertilizers. Я типа вообще, ну, максимально быстро ответил на этот вопрос и думаю, что он правильный.
Да, то есть, значит, опять-таки первая ошибка, я бы сказала, то, что ты очень быстро, да, вот работал. Но вообще, да, this is like really confusing because first sentence even says like no activities affect more of the earth surface than farming. So it's like affects, impact, earth surface, environmental. So everything's like seems like about environment, but still like yeah, world food output, the word itself is like once only, but if you look, then increases in yields, higher yields. So this is about food output, right? Like yield output, it is this, they are just synonyms. So that's why, like, yeah, like this is the opposite of what you thought, even though like there is some information about environment. Mostly the idea is about yield and food output, okay?
Yields — это урожай же, да?
Yield это тоже, ну, output, да, как, я прямой перевод забыла. То же самое, что и output это. Не только урожай. Это как результатность, знаешь, больше. Мгм. Так, давай
Ну,
ты
может,
тогда.
из-за этого
Ага.
не знал чисто значение слова.
Хорошо. Ну, теперь знаю. Мгм. Окей.
Окей.
Третье как?
3.
3. Значит, у нас тут 2. Окей. Как раз environmental теперь идет туда, но farming and soil erosion. Окей. Ага. May have damaging environmental impacts. Окей. Видишь, первое предложение уже говорит наоборот. Environmental
Да, я тоже
impact.
это заметил.
Окей. Land
Но
clearing
потом, типа,
for... Ага.
очень много о том, что вот, land clearing это все привело к таким-то последствиям. Потом интенсивный farming, abandoned. И вот я вот думал, ну и
Мгм.
подумал,
Ну,
что
вот
это farming на свое оружие.
мгм. Ну, знаешь, вот когда ты читал, здесь обычно нужно обращать внимание. Например, the environmental impact — это more general, right? But farming and
Да,
solar
вот я
erosion —
поэтому подумал, что это не ответ.
мгм, мгм,
Типа more generalized answer is not the right one. I think
мгм.
like this, like in SAT.
Да, но здесь как бы можно чекать, например, здесь говорится именно farming and soil erosion. И, например, даже во втором предложении уже у нас есть deforestation, допустим, да? Land clearing, ладно, это уже в agriculture, более идет farming, но все равно deforestation идет. Water supplies еще
Вот
есть,
потом
видишь?
еще
Ага,
слово, так сказать, раз, два, три, четыре, пять, шесть. Шестая линия, четвертое слово. Soil erosion.
так,
Я когда его увидел,
ага.
я такой, ну тут реально, по
М,
идее, все
мгм,
про
мгм.
farming, про soil erosion. И такой,
Да, 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 понимаю. Я думаю, я бы тоже вот это выбрала наверняка. Вот. Но все равно, да, то есть получается здесь просто единственное, нужно обратить внимание на то, что здесь не только farming soil erosion, а здесь есть deforestation, water supplies, contamination of water supplies. Так, что у нас есть, например, ну, topsoil, okay, is vanishing, ну, почти то же самое soil, да, soil erosion. Так,
ну то есть получается, если, ну вот у нас первое предложение, ну вообще все текста построены у англичан и у американцев так, что первое предложение это main idea, типа topic idea, потом
да,
идет
да, да, да.
describing.
Да, это
И
так и
типа вот если
называется,
вот
topic
такое,
sentence. Мгм.
и типа если вот такое, то the main idea of the paragraph is environmental impacts.
Да,
Ну,
часто, очень часто так, да, то есть первое предложение — это statement, который потом будет, то же самое, что и writing constitute, видишь? То есть
мгм.
мы же тоже так делали, topic
Ну
sentence,
просто я
потом explanation,
как
ага.
типа, как SAT привык, то что, ну, может, detailized ответы это больше подходит. А тут
Да, да,
наоборот
да.
получается.
Да, вот просто IELTS он уже
Четвертый.
легче чуть-чуть, да, и SAT, например, SAT, its aim is for your analytical skills, right? The critical thinking. And IELTS, here, it's like mostly about the language knowledge. So that's why like
Окей.
you, можно вот уже легче чуть-чуть, легче обращаться. Окей,
Четвертое у меня 4.
4. Окей, это у нас получается government policy. Четвертое, 4, ну правильно, окей. И
И
последний тогда
последнее
рассмотрим.
9.
9, а здесь 1. The new prospects for world trade will probably affect the new international trade agreement. Так, здесь даже вот стейтменты сами по себе очень похожи, да? New prospects
Да,
for world trade, the probable effects. Ага, значит, prospect — это как возможности идет, какие возможности появятся. А здесь
да.
эффект. Ага. Значит, примерно с этим-то и проблема, да, там появилась?
Ну, не совсем, наверное. Я вообще даже первый вариант не брал как ответ, потому что, ну, тут не было слова agreement, тут никто не
Мгм.
приходил к какому-то, some kind of understanding between countries. But then I thought about maybe it is like consequences and типа
Мгм.
единственное, что подходило, это последнее. И тут
Хорошо.
типа как раз проспекты. Ну вот типа some of the world's food production will move from Western Europe to regions. Потом it will undoubtedly mean more pressure to convert natural habitat into farmland. Ну типа будет много изменений. Я думаю, что изменения это есть проспект, ну типа будущее, что-то такое.
Хорошо.
Вроде бы так.
Да, но смотри, ты сказал, тут агримента вообще нет, да, но...
Ага.
Just a minute, please.
Okay.
Okay, so like with trade negotiations and results of trade negotiations. Negotiations – это переговоры.
Да.
Да, и получается
Negotiations.
результат переговоров – это то же самое, что и agreement. Видишь? Вот, поэтому здесь...
Я думал,
да.
negotiations это типа, знаете, какие-то ссоры.
Нет, нет, нет. Negotiations – это переговоры, буквально.
Окей, я запишу
Мгм.
это слово.
Мгм. Мгм. Okay, then,
Потому
so...
что, ну, я,
Ага.
может, ну, типа, если я это слово не понял, а оно тут, походу, уже было главным, типа,
Мгм.
negotiations это то же самое, что и agreement. Ну и получается, не нужно было читать даже параграф. Ну, и,
Да,
типа,
да.
просто не знали, наверное.
Да, видишь, вот обычно самое первое предложение, оно самое важное.
Угу.
Мгм. Okay, so do you have any questions for me?
No.
Okay, then I think this is the end of our class. Yes?
Да.
Okay, so only home task is to finish the writing for Monday, and next we will be only working on writing. Okay?
Mhm.
So
How should I speak? How should I say it in Turkey? Merhaba, I guess.
what exactly you want?
Merhaba for the blessing.
Teşekkürler. Teşekkür ederim.
What does it mean, merhaba? Like,
It's привет.
okay.
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 Yeah, okay. Thank you. So goodbye. See you on Monday.